I'm Christina Kahn,
And I'm Leela Hilton.
and this is Burn Before Reading, a podcast about shiterature.
Here we are to discuss the terrible writing we did when we were younger and to touch on some cringy literary and nostalgic topics right along the way.
With us today are our friends from over on the loading screen, host and producer of the show, Phil. Say hello to the listeners, Phil.
Hi, folks. Or some other witty, funny thing like the hello to the listeners gag, but something original. I don't know.
And also with us today is my boyfriend, Greer.
Where is he? Where is he? I'll beat his ass.
Say hello to the
Hey.
listener. Oh, he did.
Hi, I'm Greer. I'm Tina's boyfriend.
That's
earlier-
your only role here.
That's it. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
moral support.
Earlier
Also,
today-
he's my co-host.
Oh, yeah. I'm also on the loading screen.
Earlier today, our 18-month-old friend called Greer gay. We said say Greer, and he said gay. So that was pretty fun.
Hilarious.
Yep. I have to go change my name now, unfortunately.
Now, after all these years, now is the bridge too far.
I've been bequeathed a new name.
Phil, you have a brand new podcast, and we have been talking about it on the network. I don't think we've brought it up on the show yet so far, though. Can you tell the listeners a little bit about your new podcast?
Yeah, so the loading screen, which DXM was courteous enough to pick up, is a podcast where we talk about big picture topics in video games. We're kind of trying to answer the unanswerable question about what makes a game fundamentally good. And obviously there's no one single answer, but the best way to try to work your way there is have a bunch of nerds kind of powwow about it, I think. So yeah, each week we just pick a big picture topic. Sometimes it's nostalgia fuel, sometimes it's actual discussion fodder, and we just kind of talk free form talk about whatever nonsense our brains come to, starting from that topic. Do we stay on topic all the time? Of course not. That would be nonsense. But yeah, I recommend
us.
coming out probably around the same time as this episode. Tina joined us for an episode talking about world building in games, and I think that turned out really well. So, go listen to that after you're done listening to this.
Yes, I will link that episode in the show notes, as well as the loading screens Instagram, so you can go follow them there, and definitely make sure to subscribe so that you get notified about all of their new episodes.
Yeah. It may not be out for sure by the time. If it's not out by the time that this is out, it'll be out shortly after. I don't know. I don't know when this is dropping, honestly.
What is time? This episode is coming out. I think a week from Wednesday, so like 10 days from today.
Or
I
construct.
think your episode
The
will be
13th.
out. I think your episode will be out the Tuesday right before that, so that'll work.
Okay, great, perfect. Catch us there, y'all, but not Leela. But that's okay.
Is there council on time? Where'd that come from? Who made that?
Okay. So anyway,
All right. This is
Council
what it's
of
like all the time,
Nicaea.
folks.
wait, really? Is that like in Wheel of Time? There's a Council
No.
of Time.
No, no, no.
Oh,
No, no,
That's
no.
the council that decided what the Bible should be. That's the only council I know.
I see.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think we just all agree that it keeps going forward, and then it does.
Yeah, I think that if maybe if we collectively as a species decided time didn't work that way, we could rectify that,
We
but
could break it.
that takes a lot of coordination.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Greer,
Hey.
what's been cringing you out this week?
So this one's gonna hit near and dear to the show, I think. I I think my cringe has been I left the toilet seat up at my girlfriend's house.
What you did
I
Is
think
that
I
a,
did.
Is that a joke?
right now?
Might be, yeah.
Is that really your cringe? I'm
I
sorry.
think so, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well, I didn't notice. Okay. Well,
Dump
my
him.
cringe
Okay.
of the week is that we spent a lot of time going through Greer's old belongings yesterday
Oh,
in his
no.
storage room, and we found a lot of old stuff that made me laugh quite a bit. Not limited to a scrapbook that his early college girlfriend made to celebrate their relationship.
So cute.
All his
Honestly.
all his ROTC medals and photos.
Uh-huh.
Also that Dear Diary entry. It
Uh-huh.
was like, Dear Diary, I had a good day. P.S. I made a gun.
For the record, I was
Sounds like its own
probably
BBR episode.
I was probably 7.
That doesn't actually make it better for me.
Uh,
What kind of a gun do you think?
Yeah.
Potato shooter?
oh no, it was almost certainly a gun made out of a branch from a tree.
Okay.
Rubber band gun?
No, it was probably a make-believe gun.
Yeah.
I see. Completely make believe. Okay, got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's less concerning.
I was thinking
Yeah.
like Pinewood Derby level,
No.
but I'm going too far.
All right.
So that's my cringe.
It was also on
is that
Neopets
Greer had a
paper.
lot of better options to pick from.
Yeah,
Hey,
can't believe you didn't pick one of those.
Blocked all
That's
those out. That was quality time spent with my girlfriend, okay?
Aw, okay.
Of me doing free labor in your storage room.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
My pleasure.
Yeah. Thank you.
Phil, what's been cringing you out lately?
So I work in retail, and
You
so
get in
I deal
there.
with.
That's really cringy, dude. I'm sorry.
Well, the other day, we've had for a while now. We've had these 2 old guys who've been coming in through our. I work at a dispensary, and weed. Usually you'd expect chill people, but it's just retail. Unfortunately, it's still
Yeah.
just people, and people are shitty. And we have these 2 old guys who come in, and they're regulars, and they've always been kind of that boomerang energy to begin with. But the other day, they started just openly and actively sexually harassing one of my coworkers.
No.
And when I
Ew.
shuffled them out of the store quickly, like I got them out of the store as quickly as possible. Like they still finished their purchase, which is more than I would have given them personally, but that wasn't my call to make. Then the store manager proceeded to say, "Oh, they're just doing their thing from their time." Like it's normal. Like, oh yeah, that's just something that's just how the world works. It's fine. Why fix things?
That's
So, yeah.
horrible.
I deal with that stuff like that frequently, but yeah, I just feel I can't imagine being a woman in retail. Just sounds like the worst fate.
A
Like that sounds
woman?
like the seventh level of hell.
Yeah, it's not
In
great.
retail, when I was in my early 20s and I was the manager of a Claire's, I don't know if I've mentioned this on the show before, but I spent a lot of time in a Claire's in a mall alone. And this was at the same time that the malls in my area were having a butt slasher problem.
I'm pretty sure we've talked about this before on a
Surely.
podcast that we've
The
both been
butt
on.
slasher. I gotta worry about my butt being slashed.
That's like literally what Jack the Ripper did.
He slashed butts with box.
Well, I think he also killed people, but yeah,
Slash throats.
but he would go around like under all those skirts and be stabbing butts.
Oh my god.
Like, do we just pop up in there or?
Pop up in there.
Ha!
Gotcha. I'm here.
He's like slithering like a snake.
Oh no. Slither in your skirt.
Call me
Well-
Draco Malfoy because I am Slytherin.
Okay.
Ah.
Lila, what's been crazy?
That was where it was from. Oh yeah, loading
are
screen. Or not,
legally.
restricted section. I remember talking about this specifically on the restricted section with you. It was just funny happenstance. I guess I'm just
That is
me and the
funny.
butt slasher story go together.
That's 2. If you get
Something
3.
about you.
Oh no.
Oh no! Oh.
Lila.
Well, honestly, after this episode's theme is revealed, it's like, hey, I can see it.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Leals.
Yes.
For reals? What
Yes.
is cringing you out this week?
So I am in the midst of a big ol' home reno. We're like kind of completely gutting my kitchen and starting over. Very exciting stuff, but we're at the worst stage of that right now, which is I have no kitchen and my house is in disarray because we have to clear it out in preparation for everything, and I have a small house, so like, I'm not the neatest bitch to begin with, but there's
What?
just like random bags and boxes of all our shit just everywhere, just stuck in every corner. I in this room that I'm recording in, which is the tiniest room in our house, both of the litter boxes are in here, and it's disgusting.
Okay, I know that it smells bad, but a litter box is actually really sound dampening. So I'm happy that that's where the litter boxes are.
Great. Yeah, and there's lots of shit in here, so it's not echoey. So there's
Yeah,
that.
Literally
I'm in
and
full
figuratively.
support. Oh, did you make my litter
Literally.
box? Sorry, Penny got me.
So yeah, it's just like, and then like because it's dusty in the kitchen, like that entire area has like that we got like a plastic sheet from Lowe's is like taped off. So my house is so tiny. I have no oven. I have no dishwasher. I have no kitchen sink. So it's just going to be a little challenging for the next, hopefully, like 3 weeks, and that's all as long as it takes. Knock on wood, knock on wood. And I'm extremely happy about the end result, but we really have never done anything to our house, like other than paint the walls, and probably kind of for this reason. So
Because it's a fucking nightmare.
yeah. So that's just what's cringy. It's just a little stressful for me right now, but the end result will be amazing. Just
Like
the
it's like
the journey
on one hand a
sucks.
cringe and on the other hand a brag, you know?
Exactly. That's my preferred cringe. Backhand brag.
A cringe
So,
that secretly makes me look great.
yeah. Speaking of cringes that make you look great, that's not what we're talking about today.
Wah,
What
wah.
about a cringe that makes you look really bad?
A classic cringe, some may say.
Phil, do you think our listeners would benefit from any sort of preamble, or do you think we should just dive right in?
I think the biggest preamble I can offer you is this is a bad song. It's just so I apologize for the bad song, but then it's gonna get worse. Don't worry, it will get worse.
Okay, perfect. Okay, great. What's the name of the song and who's the artist?
So the artist was the band that I swore I was going to name my band when I had a band when I was in my 20s, which was Requiem for a Shattered Soul, because I was so dark and edgy and emo, and everyone just didn't understand, Mom.
Oh my God, the hair on the back of my neck is standing up.
Requiem for a Shattered Soul is so extraordinarily cringe in and of itself.
Yep, we're off to a great start, everybody. And yeah, the song was called
Awesome.
Graceless, and the context, trust me, like I said, the context will make it worse, I promise.
Are you viewing? Is everyone viewing?
I'm viewing now. Is this auditory as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Don't-
it's all.
Don't
yeah.
forget to
worry.
share your sound,
I
Tina. Okay.
Thank you. Okay. All right, we're at the minute mark. Gotta wrap up eventually.
Why did I even bother trying to make amends? I guess I thought that we were friends, but to you it was all pretend. And I don't think it's fair that you don't even care about any of the things I said. You still rest easy in your bed. As far as you're concerned, I'm dead. And in my heart I hope there might be something more, but there was just no reason for the way you left me on the floor. My heart filled up with doubt, crying my eyes out as I simply tried to see how you decided to hate me. But all that I can guarantee is that whatever I felt for you before is gone. I don't know why it took so long to say goodbye to someone so faceless. And if you try to ask for grace, I know that I won't have a bit to show, because I giving me a call, but these words have no point at all. You always chose to trip and fall. Of course, the biggest shame is you're the one to blame, because you never learned to stand. I always had to hold your hand. I hope someday you understand that whatever I felt for you before is gone. I don't know why it took so long to say goodbye to someone so faceless. And if you try to ask for grace, I know that I won't have a bit to show, because I tried and you were still graceless.
Okay.
Whatever I felt for you before is gone. I don't know why it took so long to say goodbye to someone so faceless. And if you tried to ask for grace, I know that I won't have a bit to show, because I tried and you were still graceless.
Wow.
I'd like to start off saying I love that music. I think the music was great. On the other side, this feels like the flip side of "Lips of an Angel" by Hinder.
Don't. Tina thinks that's a compliment.
I looked it up, and in
Tina
2023,
loves
it was
Hinder.
on a playlist called "Music for the Soul" Volume 5.
Okay, everyone stop. Phil, I gotta know, how are you feeling right now?
I'll
What
be honest,
emotions are you
I'm
feeling?
I mean, the same discomfort that I constantly feel 24/7, but it turned up maybe like 1 or 2 notches.
So you are up at 11 right now. It does go to 11.
No, it's again, because I know the context, it's just so much worse. But yeah, it's already it's not a good. I mean, there's so much I could have done to make it a better song. Part of which would be knowing how audio engineering works at all, so I wasn't just recording with a Rock Band mic in my dorm room saying this sounds fine.
Hey, listen, we've all been there. But before we get too much into the composition and everything, I would like to hear some of the context that you're referring to, if you're comfortable sharing.
Yeah. So, college emotions run hot because I was a late bloomer, so I was like still in the throes of puberty. And I fell head over heels for this girl because she was somewhat nice to me one time. You know how it is. Yeah. And then she's like, oh, yeah, no, I just think you're an okay person. And I just, friends and nothing more for sure. And then I'm like, you horrible bitch, you betrayed me. How could you? You know how college boys are. They're the worst human beings on earth. Great stuff. Anyways, long story short, I spent like 2 years pining and making this girl genuinely unsettled because I would literally try to like figure out her course schedule so I could like try to say something more to her, get closure, all that nonsense that I was just literally, quite frankly, stalking her. So, good stuff. And then eventually I'm like, okay, I guess I should just go ahead and say it. Eventually I got a restraining order put against me, which is probably for the best. I told myself that this was somehow a victory for me when I finally learned to not stalk her. And then I wrote this song pretending it was a victory for me. And spoiler, I'm sure this is shocking to hear. I still wasn't over her when I wrote this. I'm sure you're. Yeah, I know.
I mean, I thought it was pretty cut and dry, but maybe, yeah.
Yeah, no, it was just, I had my first love late in life and I did it in all the wrong ways that a normal high schooler would, but with all the liberties and access to quote unquote being an adult that a college kid had.
Oh boy.
Got it.
Okay.
Leela, so since we don't have like a ton of men on the podcast and very few who bring us this kind of content, I'm thinking
Uh-huh.
of our episode with Michael Boothby, because that was
Oh
also
God.
an instance where he was like really into a girl who was like not into him. But I'm thinking about how they were on a cruise ship, so
Oh.
how are you going to get a restraining order against that guy?
Yeah, that was a nightmare situation for what was her name? Jess. Yeah.
Jess, it's my turn to play art associate Jess.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah, that was intense. And again, I will say, just in your defense, if you this is a defense, like that gentleman was also not in high school. In fact, he was older. He was like, this was a job outside of college that he
Yeah,
had.
he might have been
So
college age.
yeah.
I think that like a
I, th-
lot of people.
I think. Oh, sorry.
You go right ahead, Phil.
I was going to say, I think it's fair to say that most men maybe just need to really be slapped in the face with reality a couple times so that they can learn to not be terrible people. Because I think that men never are taught by default not to be terrible people.
Definitely in our generation. I think in our kids' generation, the parents are doing better. But
Yeah.
I think like everyone kind of has to go through this about like being like way too into someone,
Oh
putting
yeah.
way too much stake in it, not letting it go. But the thing is that like when men do it, it's scary. And when women do it, it's like silly and
And or
embarrassing.
clingy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cling like Leela is the cling queen.
I am
Yes,
the
again,
clingy queen.
I knew I wasn't going to do anything physically threatening, but I completely understand why she wouldn't know that because
Yeah.
Yeah.
men.
I do.
Yeah.
I do think it's important for all men to realize that they just like are inherently scary, and it has nothing to do with you, you know.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
you just are scary, because sometimes men are out here in the world doing stuff where I'm like, how do you not know how that came across to me? Like, how do you have no idea how that felt? Like, what the fuck? So I think
Yeah.
learning is great.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't help that like when I was writing this, the pop punk of the era was basically all like, "Oh, your boyfriend is terrible for you, and
Oh
I know so
yeah.
much what's
Mhm,
I know
mhm.
what's better for you than you do, obviously, because I'm so smart and clever, and I know how the world works."
Oh my
That's how
God.
that's every pop punk song from the like early thousands.
Literally, I was listening. One of my favorites from that time is, it's not really punk, but there's this song "Faster" by the Plain White T's, and
Mm.
it literally it's one of my favorite songs from back in the day, and it literally is like, you need to pick me or him, but you know what you want, and it's
Yeah.
like, bitch, you wrote a whole song, fuck off, that's too much.
I will say also, so I've been and am a stage 5 clinger for sure.
You just found a
But
man who once wanted a
I found it,
barnacle.
He's into it.
frankly, he's into it, and I found a man whose only girl that he have actually dated before me was clinically unwell. Like, I mean, not
I
that
was
I'm
like,
clinically
girl.
well. She was like, if you break up with me, I'll KMS. Like
Yeah,
that
that
type
is
of unwell.
very
So he was like, wow,
manipulative.
you're a normal girl. And I was like, yeah, I'm so normal.
Dude, if he broke up with you, you'd kill yourself.
Yeah, but I wouldn't tell him.
You know what? I like that. It's integrity right there, Leela.
Yeah, okay. It's called class. It's a little thing called class. When I was in high school, I had a lot of issues with boys on the spectrum, thinking that I loved them because I was kind to them. I can relate to kind of what you were talking about from the girl's perspective a little bit here. I did have it brought me right back. And there was this guy at my high school who, like no one talked to him, and I can't. I just have to be nice. I'm not a bitch. I'm gonna be nice to everybody.
Yeah.
So I was just kind to him and like asked him about his day one time, or like
It was
sat
over.
next to him one time, and it was over. Yeah, he asked me to like every school dance, and like really kind of like showy, embarrassing ways. He did memorize my class schedule and would show up like Horror Story. Like I would close my locker and his face would be there.
But see, the thing
And
is that, like,
yeah.
in high school, I did similar stuff. Like, well, first of all, I don't know about y'all, but when I was in like high school and before, a crush can be founded on absolutely nothing.
It's true.
It's like I've never flirted with you once. We have never
Yeah,
spoken
I don't even know
one-on-one,
you.
but I've decided I have a crush on you, and I'm just like committing to
No.
that choice.
I would like to watch you
Yes.
open chocolate milk at lunch.
Yes.
And so,
yeah.
I would put my body. I mean, we're all in the same fucking building. I'd put my body where I knew he was gonna walk past. But again, like with girls, it's like, oh, there's that annoying girl again. It's like totally different tone, even though it's like the same conduct.
Yeah,
Yeah,
girl-
like I did one of the school dances, I just straight up decided to not go because he wouldn't stop asking me out.
And no offense, Layla, but I'm sure you didn't say no. I am not interested.
It's
Please
true.
stop trying.
I was just like, I think I said, let me think about it. And then but then I think another time I did say, like, I'm so sorry, I am going with someone else. But then I really wasn't. That's the problem. I think I was just going to go with a bunch of friends. And so I was like, well, I can't deal with this. He's going to ask me to dance, and that's a nightmare for me, so I'm going to stay home. So, yeah, I mean, and that honestly, it's a thing. I'm now married to an autistic boy who's obsessed with me. And even in elementary school, I remember this same thing kind of happening. There's this sweet boy with autism that everyone was mean to. And I was nice to him, and then he used to just draw portraits of me all class.
Okay.
You know, it's like, it's flattering. But then,
Did you ever get one?
Yes, he gave them to me. And you know what he really spent a lot of time on? My fucking mole. He was. It reminded me of a Napoleon
That's
Dynamite.
awesome.
There's been a lot of shading on the on the shading on the upper lip. Yeah.
So Phil, were you a musician? Did you write a lot of music?
I never. This is the first thing I actually bothered to put together into a listenable format. But so I was going to say to what Leela's point was saying. When shortly after her being nice to me, when we were still in the I didn't know yet that she was not interested phase of things, when I was still being like the kind of clingy where I thought there was some kind of hope for it because I was insane. Not insane. That's unfair. Mentally out of touch.
Okay.
Anyways. Well, long story short, I wish I could find the notes for this because it would have been great content. But I had written 8 songs of a 13-song rock opera about her.
A rock opera. Okay.
Oh, dude, that
And then I can't
is
find
cool.
if I could find the notes for the lyrics for those 8 songs, it would be wonderful. But alas, those are lost to time for sure.
Greer, why haven't you ever written a rock opera about me?
Yeah.
Because I simply haven't had time. Don't worry, it's coming. I'll probably ask Leela to join me on it, to be completely honest.
Sure.
I told you he was impressed when I showed him the movie night crew jingle from back in the day.
I stand by that. I'm proud of that.
That was a great jingle.
Thanks. It was a collaboration between the Hiltons.
I like it because it has my name in it.
It's true.
Tina, she's, it's easy. You just say her name and she loves you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I love every Christina Aguilera track. Christina, get nasty.
Yeah.
So it sounds like College Phil would have been a good private investigator, perhaps, if you channeled that into something else.
Oh my god!
Oh no! I mean, it wasn't that. It wasn't particularly hard to literally just log into the student portal.
Oh sure, okay, yeah. There's a platform for this.
Yeah, I wasn't doing anything fancy. I was just being a regular old everyday garden variety creep.
Dude,
Yeah, but
set that bar low.
yeah, I mean, like I did have a long history in like choral music before that, but yeah, like as soon as I wasn't allowed to listen to modern pop like actual music. The most edgy thing I was allowed to listen to when I lived at home was Weird Al. So when I finally got to college, was allowed to
Weird Al, honestly.
Yeah, and so when I was when I would say it was probably I was about 16 when I finally got access to like my own source of music, and I'm like, I can do My Chemical Romance now. Oh my god, this is my shit. And then we were off to the races.
So did you have like a particularly like a religious upbringing?
Yeah, I was. My father is a reverend doctor who has since been defrocked because he had an affair, and my mother has a master's in choral music.
Okay.
Oh my god! Okay.
We just got a huge lore dump.
She also had before my father had the affair that got him defrocked. My mother cheated on him with other women, and she's also a lesbian.
Damn, there's a lot of tea in your family, sir.
Yeah. Fair.
Tina shook.
Defrocked is a crazy word that I just learned right
Me
now.
too. It's kind of sexy. I'm like,
It is.
defrock me,
It's a
daddy.
bit sexual. Yeah. I'm into it. I'm into it.
If
What
you're
is
wearing the right kind of frock, you don't even need to defrock.
Do you
So true.
do you get enfrocked or just regular
And
like when it
frock
goes on?
me, and frock me down.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Phil.
And
No.
frock me up the ass.
Oh.
We're
I
just
don't
frock
know.
buddies.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how maybe that's the kind of dirty talk my dad and his current wife have.
Oh, well, I'm glad it worked out.
Okay, yeah, that's a massive lore dump. I'm still processing.
I don't really like. Yeah, it's not that I'm shy about personal details. I just don't answer until asked.
No, I
Yeah.
like
Oh,
that
we'll
it
ask.
comes out when you're least expecting it. I wasn't expecting to get this Phil lore today.
No.
I respect that you keep it hidden until you got to know when to hold him.
Yeah, I don't think I'm that interesting, but if you do, then sure, I'll tell you all about it.
And then in terms of your closeness with your parents, are you
I call them my
still
mother and my father, not my mom and my dad, if that tells you anything.
okay?
It does.
Leela, I learned a valuable lesson last week when I asked the same question of our guest, and she said, I don't like talking about my parents on the internet. And I had a moment of lucidity where I was like, that was a really invasive question for someone I do not know. I should not have asked that.
Like, I mean, I'm not shy about it. It's just, they weren't like physically beating me abusive. They were just the regular old garden variety. Hey, you got to be on a test, so now we're mad at you abusive.
Oh, expectant parents.
Don't you know grades are the only thing that matters?
Yeah. No wonder I became it's shocking that I became a college dropout with no actual discernible career path.
What?
You know.
Oh,
So I
God.
want to ask you, Phil, was there anything in this song when you were writing it and you just felt like your pen was on fire? Like you were like,
I
this
truly
is
when I was
fucking
writing.
good.
So context for the writing this specific song, other than the fact that I was like, oh my God, I was so edgy and I got these feelings and I know how to just describe them. There was a software way back in the mid to like 2006. No, it would have been 2006, 7, thereabouts when it dropped. It was a Flash software called Punk-O-Matic, and it was literally just a
my
bunch of
God.
little clips of audio parts of like bass track, guitar track, literally stuff you could clip together and put together piece by piece because I didn't know how to play an instrument to save my life.
Okay,
my
So I
God.
that
used
was
the
going to
software.
be my question because the bass is, in particular sounds very good. Like that sounds real. The
Yeah,
bass
it
and
is- it's
guitar
literally-
sounded
Yeah.
real.
I
Yeah,
love
it
that.
is
I
literally
love the
like
music that was behind
some
it.
guy who could play guitar, bass, and drums.
Okay, because
actually
I
like
was
played some
shook. I
clips.
was like, this
And
man's
then-
might be a genius. He's really
No,
good.
I couldn't play any of that myself. I took the clips and said these clips can go together in a way that makes sense.
Okay.
I overplayed it a little bit. Obviously, like the first minute of the song is literally like, let me build up the hype for this song. It's like it's not that fucking important.
Yeah,
Anyway.
for those who like, if you're not watching on YouTube, you should be because I'm sharing the lyrics right now. I mean, can you guys see the lyrics, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. With my two screens, it's like never clear what's actually sharing. And so Phil transcribed the lyrics for us, and he wrote literally over a minute of boring instrumental lead-in before the first lyrics, ... which made me laugh so hard.
Yeah,
The-
like I don't know why I thought all that was necessary before I started the song properly.
Well, it's just
but-
funny because if you're playing the instrument, sure, show off.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I wasn't. I was just using software.
But I mean, I really fucked with GarageBand at this time, as is evident by historical
Lil Lily.
Lil
Lil Lily.
but historical Lil Lily.
Lil Wee Wee.
Will wee, as our 18-month-old friend calls me.
Yeah, Greer got Uncle Gay, and Lila got Auntie Wee Wee.
It's great. The intro of this song is reminded me, I jotted it down. It's very like Yellow Card-esque to me. The instrumentation, like the double bass drums, like the kind of like beat and the way that that the guitar is played, it's very Yellow Card-esque. I like Yellow Card, so
Oh yeah.
So that's a compliment, I think. I really think the instrumentation, like you really pulled it off. There's a couple times where the drums, I jotted it down, sound a little, because I was like, what's real in this? Like, what are you, and by real, I guess I should say, like, what are you actually, what's being played and recorded? And
The answer's none of it.
yeah, but I mean, it's you trick. I mean, it's tricky. As a recording artist myself, I I know what the difference sounds like because Jason, we don't have a drum set here and neither of us can really play drums, so like we do a lot of fake drums, but Jason does like a MIDI keyboard thing where like he's like playing a key and that's a drum, but so I that sounded a little bit like that a couple times, but then at the end when there was a drum solo I was like, we can't really do a good drum solo on a keyboard.
A fucking robot drum solo is so funny.
But I think somebody really played drums and recorded that because that sounded really real. The bass was
the guy who made the
slapping.
Punkomatic, the guy who made the Punkomatic app played all those instrumental clips. So,
Yeah,
he
he's
was
great.
He was
Shout
a
out
very
to that
talented
guy.
musician. Yep.
The
Wow.
bass sounds amazing. As a former bassist who was a terrible bassist, I was very impressed by that.
Leela, the job of the bassist is to stand in the corner and not be noticed. Why did you
Vice
think that was ever going
That
to be
is
for you?
that is anti-bass propaganda.
But they always
Yeah.
do.
But haven't you heard any good like Another One Bites the Dust? You never heard good like bass heavy songs?
I have. That's the one track where they step in front of the amp to be like, and now it's my turn. And then they do their little solo for 30 seconds. And then they're like, back to the corner with me.
You
Tina
didn't
doesn't
hear.
really like Primus.
I was gonna say that's
Yeah.
not the one song. You didn't hear it? You didn't notice the bass in this?
I mean,
I
no,
was about to
I'm
bring
not
up
a
Seven Nation
musician.
Army. I was about to bring up Seven Nation Army, but then I remembered that's
True.
actually just a guitar
Guys,
lowered down
I'm
to
not
a
saying
bass
there's
camber.
never been a good bass moment in the history of music. I'm saying bassists tend to not be the lead guitarist and or singer. So Leela, I just don't think you would ever have liked being a bassist.
Yeah, but I was the lead singer and bassist.
I see. So that changes things. That changes
Yeah.
things. You got to
Mm.
bring the bass to the center of
But the
attention.
melody and the rhythm, that's tough.
It was tough. And I really only learned how to play the bass because we lost our bass player, and I was like, well, time to step up, I guess.
Show must go on.
And also, it was a chance for my cute, tall blonde guitar player at the time to show me how to play bass. So,
Now I'm like, I need to hear this.
yeah.
Are you guys still hearing it?
No, I mean,
here's
I would
the
totally
thing.
listen to the song.
Yeah.
I would totally listen to it.
Greer's pretty indiscriminate about the punk rock music he'll listen to. All of
Yeah,
it.
see, that's the thing. I mean, I was in my mind at the time. Okay, so the reason I wrote this specifically at the time I did was because the Punkomatic forums, which were up and thriving at the time, and I had to use the Internet Wayback Machine to find an old post from that forum to be able to re-download this song onto my computer.
Oh my god.
Nice, the work.
But yeah, the forums at the time were running a contest for a song, a Punkomatic generated song with lyrics attached to it, and I'm like, I'm gonna
Oh.
win the fuck out of this contest, and I got second, and I didn't get shit. for
Wow.
it.
No,
Dang.
that's amazing.
Second.
I mean, it was out of like 8 people,
I
but
was
like,
gonna
you know,
say, were there 2 entries? Maybe.
it wasn't like it was 50,000
Hey,
submissions. Or
you
anything
made
like
That's
that.
top
still
8.
really
That's
cool.
great.
I would brag about it. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, at the time, I was like, these idiots don't know what they're talking about. I mean, the song that won absolutely. The song that won was absolutely way better than my song, but that's neither here nor there.
I mean,
you know, I
not
wasn't
way
ready to hear
better.
it.
You got second. Just saying.
Well, I don't know. I'm. Thank you for the compliment. I need to work on that. Just saying thank you for the compliment. But yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know. But again,
hard.
because I know the context, I just can't enjoy this song anymore.
That's fair because that was my first question. Of whom is this about? And now we know.
Yeah.
So I think that it's time to maybe tear apart the lyrics because they're
Let's get
really
into it.
juicy.
Okay, let's do it.
It is. I mean, the song you're listening to it, you're like, this is a bop. If you're on YouTube, you saw me dancing. Like the little tune is jaunty and fun, but the lyrics are. What's like one
Emo
step
white
down
boy
from
trash?
Sinister? Like it's like they're. What did you say, Phil?
Emo white boy trash.
They're emo white boy trash.
But like with an element of trying to be too edgy for my own good.
I would
Yeah.
say this is mean. I'm gonna say it. I would say they're like when you say a step down from Sinister, I agree. I mean, like it's like what's like one thing that's like a little more boring than Sinister. That's what I feel they are. Just in
They're
terms of like they're not like catching my attention,
it's
you
like
know.
yeah, the lyrics are like
They rhyme.
they're almost like this event didn't happen to you and you're like, I'm gonna write about a guy who's like really butthurt. You know what I mean?
Yes. Which
Yeah,
maybe
well,
that was your
and that's
goal.
because
So
literally the perspective I was writing it from was not the reality of what happened, but the way I wanted to frame the story in my mind.
That's true. That's a good perspective that you were telling yourself a story basically when you wrote this song.
Absolutely, yeah. It's like because I was like, I need to tell myself, oh, I'm over this girl, which spoiler alert again, I absolutely wasn't.
well,
I mean,
and
if you're writing a song about someone, you're just not over them. Like
Yeah.
and you want to make yourself.
I do get a kick out of all those songs, like, oh, I'm writing this song about you, but I don't care about you anymore. Like that's the whole
I
point
know.
of the song.
I
It's
have a
like,
song like that too, and it's so embarrassing. I'll bring it on someday.
the
But
only song I believe is truly not still hung up on the person it's written about. Wait, actually, Kurt, didn't you tell me recently what CeeLo Green's "Fuck You" was about? Isn't that about like a specific person? Is that not you?
Ooh.
I don't know.
That one I believe. I'm like,
I know.
I feel like CeeLo Green really doesn't care about this person. It just was like, you know what? Fuck You would be a fun song.
I think You're
And
So
he was
Vain is
right.
Larry King, right?
Yeah, I've heard that.
That's what
And
I don't know.
But
I love You're So Vain, but it is cringy in that same way that it's like you probably think the song is about you. Like it is.
it
Carly,
is.
It is.
It is.
Carly, girl. Um, so okay, why did I even bother to try to make amends?
I don't remember the tune
why
already
did
of the
I
song.
even bother to try to make amends?
Yeah, I was putting
Damn,
it. I
okay.
was putting it into MCR tone energy.
Put it up. If you put it up an octave, it is MCR. Why did I even bother?
It's Blink 182.
Oh, you're right.
I was
That is
literally
more
trying to
Blink.
I was literally trying to be half Blink 182, half MCR. That was literally like
Okay.
the sweet spot I was trying to hit.
Gotcha.
I guess I thought that we were friends, but to you it was all pretend. I do a lot of this in my writing from this age and before where I'm like ascribing motivations to other people and like assuming things about their character based on what I've decided your motivation is.
But here's the thing: I knew when I was writing this that the stuff I was saying wasn't her motivation. I knew better, and I was like, no, I'm going to write it anyways.
Yeah,
I'm a genius.
but when you're writing songs, especially at this age, you don't want to come off how desperate or like embarrassing you actually were. Like
Pride.
the song's supposed to make you sound like the better person, you know? So I understand. You wouldn't want to be like, why did I follow you to all your classes last semester? Like
Okay, but I love that though. Wait, that's so funny.
That would be a really funny song. I'm not going to lie.
I think I've heard that in All Time Low once or twice, actually.
It's funny because you said to you it was all pretend, and this girl would have been like, yeah, you made it up. Like, yeah.
Yep.
And I don't think it's fair that you don't even care. Uh-oh. About any of the things I said. You still rest easy in your bed. As far as you're concerned, I'm dead. Oh, well, that's
Ooh.
mean. She probably cared if you died.
I mean, sounds
Yeah,
like
well, I mean, she'd honestly at the time, maybe after like some reflection and stuff, but at the time she'd be like, "That's a relief."
Oh my god.
also
No, I don't know.
Tina, dead rhymes with bed, so
That's
what are you
so
even talking
true.
about?
No, you're
Yeah,
right.
like I had to make the edgy lyric rhyme at the end. You know, it's just how it had to go. It's how it had to be. I have
You're
no
right.
control over these things.
That's my bad. That's my bad. Oh, what was I gonna say? Don't remember. And in my heart, I hoped that there might be something more, but there was just no reason for the way you left me on the floor, as if
keep going.
Natalie Imbruglia. I'm ashamed,
Yeah, I was
naked
really
on the
turning up
floor.
the drama.
My heart filled up with doubt, crying my eyes out. That is okay. Well, okay, hold on. So this was never intended to be received by her.
No, I never.
Okay, good.
Thankfully, by this point, I was done with the stalking phase. I was on to I'm just gonna try to keep my distance and totally pretend that things are fine.
Well, this
But
was
if,
after
but if
the
she heard it on the
restraining
radio,
order. right? This is after this.
I'm not gonna lie, there was a tiny part of me like, if this song blows up and I'm a multi-millionaire and she's gonna hear the song today and know it's about her, and like,
If she hears it on the
hell
radio.
yeah.
you know how 20-year-olds are with their reasonable plans.
Wait,
Yeah.
what was the band's name?
The one person, the literally just me band, Requiem for a Shattered Soul.
Yeah, this is
Shattered
Graceless by
Soul.
Requiem for a Shattered Soul. And she would immediately go, I know that guy. I know him.
Yeah.
What does the word grace mean to you? I'm just curious. You are raised religiously, so you probably know.
In this day and age, grace is simply a concept of being able to rise to an occasion and forgive someone even if they don't necessarily deserve it, as long as they're no longer causing, like, be able to move past an incident, I'd say, is kind of a pivotal part of grace for me.
Okay. I think
So
that's,
it's
I think that's right.
forgiveness, but with an extra element to it, maybe.
So she is being graceless because she didn't forgive you for stalking her, and
because she didn't want to talk to me anymore. Yeah.
Not
did you
even
guys
a
have
crumb.
a friendship?
We were like the thing. We were like legitimately decent friends for a bit because she was nice to me, and I was like, "Hey, cool. I like hanging around with you." And then I'm like,
Got it.
"Oh no, I like hanging around with you too much," and then it caused problems.
So you guys hung out like one-on-one multiple times?
We got pizza a couple times like that.
Okay.
And I say in my brain, I'm like, this is romance at its peak, and she's just like,
I get it.
Hey, I'm just being nice to this weird kid who's actually a pretty decent guy.
I get it. I get it from both angles. Like, I definitely get why you would be. I mean, it's better that you guys had a friendship, to be like, well, maybe there's meaning in this, rather than not having a friendship.
Literally, yeah. We talked once. Hey, we talked once. I'm in love with you forever.
I mean, yeah, I know that feeling from like high school, being like the chunky guy, but you just can't act on it.
You just can't act on it.
You just can't act on that.
Well, I mean, there's shit like that all the time where someone says something and I'm like, girl, if I felt that way, I would not say that out loud. Like you can do or think whatever you want. You just, there will be consequences.
And if I was me in my current brain with my ability to, rationalize and be decent, she would have said, I'm not interested. And I'd be like, all right, cool. So pizza next week, right? And then, that would have been that. But I was not that. I was not.
It takes a lot of growth to get there. Like, I do feel like when I was younger, all relationship stuff was just like playing games. Like, it was never straightforward. And yeah, it was hard out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, directness isn't really the best. I don't think any gender at this age was good at that.
No.
So.
I mean,
she was. She made it very clear she wasn't interested in being that way. Like she was very as professional as you can be about it, and that's what makes this whole thing so much worse.
I see.
Please get away from me. I mean, yeah.
How you decided to hate me. It's reading like she gave you a lot to go on. Like you decided to hate me. Like you I'm just doing what you said. No, you're not.
Oh, yeah, it was absolutely full dissociation from reality by the time I was writing this thing.
Remember in the Friday Night Rap that I'm just doing what you said. I'm just doing what you said. This brought me back to that.
One of my favorite parts of the song.
The Christina Stank part.
Oh, hell yeah. Christina, get nasty. I like how the word faceless just makes no sense in this context.
Do you mean like two-faced? Is that kind of?
No, I meant like, oh, you're just another dime a dozen person. You're not special anyway. I meant it as a diss.
Okay.
But we all know why you picked that word.
Because it rhymes with Graceless, yeah.
Actually, to be fair, I didn't know the song was going to be called Graceless when I started writing it. I had no idea what the chorus was going to be till I got there.
Okay, so yeah, never mind. Go ahead.
No, you go right ahead, Greer.
I was gonna say, let's come up with a different word instead of faceless.
Now I feel so placeless.
Baseless.
Yeah, I could have placeless. Yep, baseless.
This love was so baseless. And now I know this love was so baseless.
Yeah.
I also love. Wait, what's the name of the website you got all these sounds
Again,
from?
that would imply
Punkomatic.
I had to use Punkomatic because my band is baseless.
Stupid. I love it.
So stupid.
You probably regret that at the time we met, you were Maceless.
Oh my God. That's it. Shut it down. That's the end of the episode. That's it.
Phil, I think you should try again.
Yeah. Yeah. Do a spoof on your own song. Go full Weird Al on your own song.
That's so funny.
I don't have the energy for that, but thank you.
Now I won't
Oh
waste
my
my
God.
time giving you the time of day because there is nothing left to say. It never mattered anyway.
I love it when
You
when
can see-
lyrics when people say there's nothing left to say and then they go on
They keep going.
Say
for
like
another
another
couple
person
of
half
verse.
of
Yeah.
It's like at the end of a 20-minute monologue, someone says, long story short, and you're like, you do not get to say that right now. That is not what we are doing.
You already
That
gave
is-
me the long story.
Yeah, one of Tina's biggest pet peeves.
Long story short, and I tell people, I'm like, that wasn't short. That's not what you did.
I like your in summary. That one's better.
In summary, yeah, that is better. TLDR. But it's not TLDR because I just said the whole thing.
Uh-huh.
Never mattered anyway. Hold on. And living is just a waste of death and the same old loneliness. What is that part from that Fall Out Boy song where he gets really angry? And the same old loneliness. Because there's nothing left to say. It never mattered anyway.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about, but I don't
I
know.
will say that around the time I was writing this, my go-to song was "Predictable" by Good Charlotte, and that has one of those angry rants in it too.
Oh yeah, that was very in at the time. I love this couplet. I tried so hard to make you style. I guess that never was your style. Like a man is
tried
like, I need you. I'm gonna
smile
make you
style.
smile right now, and a woman's like, no, thank you. And they're like, guess you hate happiness. Okay.
What? 20-year-old men would never act like that.
It's just like, well,
But I brought you pizza.
it can't be that I'm not funny and fun. It must be that this girl hates smiling.
So you
That's
problem,
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clearly, that's the
If
only
you-
possible solution.
If you decide to grow up, consider giving me a call.
Ooh.
But these words have no point at all because you always chose to trip and fall. Yeah.
She clumsy?
This,
What?
okay, this was
She got me
literally just me
tripping.
saying. This was literally just me creating a fantasy in my head where I was somehow in any way helpful to her life.
Yeah, there's always a puppy in her path and she has to eat shit.
You always choose to trip and fall is so victim blamey. I cannot believe it.
Oh no! Like the amount of mentally unwell I was when I was writing these lyrics.
You always choose to trip and fall. I'm trying to think if I've ever fallen once on purpose, like maybe in a play.
Yeah.
I mean, I meant a metaphorical trip and fall, but still, like you know,
Yeah.
this idea. But anyway, it doesn't.
Still,
It doesn't. That's
it's like-
I'm not.
I really-
I'm justifying terrible lyrics. I'm
I
sorry.
really hope this goes poorly for me. Of course, the biggest shame is you're the one to blame
Uh-huh.
because you never learned to stand. I always had to hold your hand. Oh,
She baby.
boy, howdy.
Again
She's a
with the
baby
tripping and
gazelle.
falling.
I had a really good firm grip on reality around this time of life.
Yeah, you had a good firm grip on her hand, that's for sure.
And then it says
Uh,
literally
50 seconds of bad guitar, then bass, then drum solos.
So the drum solo did make me laugh. Drum solos are, but it wasn't you. You
I
hyperbolized
wasn't,
here.
if I was actually playing the instrument, that might be worth something.
You
but
did
I was not.
hyperbolize here, though. It was good guitar, good bass, and good drums because that guy's good at all that stuff. And it went by really fast. I was
It
expecting,
did.
like, if it was mostly drum solo, I would have been like, okay, checking my watch. All right, let's move on. But it was not. It's not that
I
bad.
just didn't. I just don't think I needed to have like a four measure selection of, or four bar selection of each instrument.
Yeah.
Like I could have just gone.
I
I
would
could have just
say
done the guitar solo. I mean, especially because again, the tools weren't really there to make a proper guitar solo. Like I
I
did what I
would
could with
say-
what I had, but
I would
you
say
know.
that this is self-indulgent, but it's just like not because it's not your music.
It's
Yeah.
indulgent.
It's
It's
indulgent,
just
but like
indulgent.
the guy who runs
the
punkpop.com.
guy who made the
You got
Punkomatic, yeah, the Punkomatic Flash
Punkomatic.
software.
Punkomatic. The guy who made the Punkomatic doesn't care. It was an indulging.
Yeah, I don't know. I just to be fair, part of this was just I was also in an era of my life where every song should have a guitar solo. I had just found Guitar Hero because I was late to the party, So I'm like, every song must have a guitar solo.
I
All
see.
songs, all the time, must have
See
guitar
what happened
solos.
here.
Not to date, but yes, to date this. What year would you say you wrote this?
2008.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds right.
That sounds
Okay.
right.
Yeah, Guitar Hero 3 was making the rounds.
Does anyone have any more notes about the lyrics?
I don't think so.
It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like
just,
it could be so much worse.
I do think Sinister. I do think like boring Sinister though is absolutely like an accurate reflection of the tone. Just like what Sinister, but if the guy is too afraid to leave his home to actually do anything.
Yes.
Phil's
Yes.
fabricated fantasy.
And I gotta tell you something, Phil. Christina was either misinformed or just totally lied to me because I was expecting this to be a rap.
No, I never said rap.
You said Phil's rap.
Okay, well maybe that was a slip of the tongue.
You told me twice.
Phil's
Oh,
rap? I don't.
Double tongue slips.
I mean,
And I gotta tell you, Phil, I was pretty scared.
palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. This vomited sweater already. Mom spaghetti.
Phil
Yeah, no, okay, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
But yes.
Phil spaghetti.
That, but...
Yeah, I was terrified. Because there's just no way that I wouldn't have laughed in your face the whole time. And you know, that's not
fine.
That's a little
I feel like I should have been laughed in my face for this one too, but that's
It
okay.
wasn't bad enough for us to laugh in your
Leela,
face.
I do think you could stand to laugh at guests a little bit more.
You just never know. Sometimes things are precious to them, even if they don't realize it's precious to them.
I know.
You know,
When it's one of our friends, though, I feel like, well, and we've been burned.
This is
with
precious
friends
to me
before.
in the sense of if I hadn't been this person, I never would have learned to not be this person.
Yeah,
That is so true, and I do feel like a lot of men have to take that path, and some of like the best men I know have had to walk this path, and that is why they are so good, is because they have had to work so hard to become this good. Like Andrew. Andrew, my best dude friend in the world, used to be kind of a piece of shit, and he's the best guy ever now because he worked really, really hard for a long time to not be a piece of shit.
Yep,
self-awareness. I think self-awareness is the first step and most important step in
And
that
men
journey.
are not taught to be self-aware the way that
No.
women are taught to be cripplingly self-aware. Men are
Yes.
not taught to do that ever.
Like me being in people's way is still like one of my not worst fears, but it's something I really, really hate. And I don't think Jason's cared about that for 1 second. He's always in people's way so much, you know? He just doesn't care or doesn't notice. I guess people are very far down from him. I don't know.
I don't
Not
know.
that far.
But kids especially, he'd be like almost running over with his feet,
do
not
that, though.
car, kids. And I'm like, Jason, there's a child. And he's like, oh, huh.
It's like having cats. You need to train yourself not to pick up your feet that high.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Shuffle.
Greer
See, I'm
almost
still
took
trying to
Paul
find this
down
middle
today.
ground because, like, my autistic mind, when I do frequently find myself in people's paths, whether I'm intending to be or not, and my autistic mind, like, I've taken the other extreme of just staying in their way, where now I just like I'm gonna go curl up in a corner, so I'm not in anybody's way for a second, and when everyone's moved along, then I can get out of my little corner. I'm trying to find
I've
that middle
definitely
ground where I
done
can.
that too.
Same.
Yeah.
So, Phil, were you diagnosed when you wrote this song?
I am technically still not diagnosed.
Oh.
It just seems fairly.
There's
I don't.
some
I don't
people
put it on
who
documentation.
don't
I just
need a diagnosis, you know?
I think I don't ever like use it as a crutch. I don't ever use it as a crutch. Like, oh, I'm autistic. Please forgive me. I never do that stuff because I don't have the diagnosis to back it up. But I'm definitely
but it is
socially
really
awkward
important
enough that
context because, like,
Yeah.
it is important context. Like, I do think that having a friend and knowing that they're autistic helps me be a better friend because I can be like, especially since we talk online most of the time, Phil, it's really helpful to know that I should like say a thing and then be like, and by the way, here's my intention with saying this.
and
I
that
think-
always helps a whole lot. Yeah, that goes a long way.
I think that, yeah, knowing that can be helpful. So, yeah, I was just curious if that informed her experience of this at all.
I no at the time I didn't even know what autism was. Like I never heard.
gotcha.
I literally never
Yeah.
heard the term by the time I was 20.
Well, in 2008, I think
It was
the
just starting to
general
pop off.
consensus of what autism is very different. I mean, I think we were starting to talk about the spectrum back then, but it wasn't. I mean, we were still using the term Asperger's back then,
Yeah.
which like
If you
isn't
could
even
get
used
by,
now.
I think people were like, well, he can't be autistic. He gets by. you
Right.
know?
He's verbal.
Yeah.
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 Mm.
Which
Yeah.
is so funny. I mean, just thinking about Jason, your husband,
I
because
know.
he is so capable. Like he's so wonderful. He's really good at talking, and it's like he also is just like very autistic.
Yeah.
And it is just like very helpful to have that context in our friendship.
It's been really helpful in my marriage too,
I
to be
bet.
frank with you.
Yeah. And it makes him feel better too.
Yeah, it made
So-
him after he got that diagnosis. I'm not saying this is like why you should have one, but after he got that diagnosis, I think it gave him a lot of peace of mind and a way to come to grips with his inner child also, like
Yeah.
not to be so mad at who he has been before, and to like not feel so ashamed of himself all the time.
I feel like
So,
he's proud of it. He texted me like he was coming out of the closet.
I know. It was really funny, and everyone was like, "Oh, honey, yeah,
Yeah.
Big announcement.
we know."
No,
Do you ever feel
see, for me,
smug?
I feel like if I got the diagnosis at this point, it wouldn't change the way I lived day to day. It would
Yeah,
be like,
for
all right,
sure.
cool. Like I'm
Some people-
I'm not. I'm already. I've done the self-awareness journey already. So at this point, whether I'm autistic or not, I'm still the same guy.
Yeah, I get it. I do get it. Let's see. Did I have anything else to say? Does anyone else have anything else to say about Graceless?
No. Can you remind me of the title of your one-man band again one more time? Your Tame
Requiem
Impala.
for a shattered soul.
Okay.
Requiem
for a
for a
shattered
shattered
soul.
So
I
fucking
really thought it
dramatic.
was so clever and edgy. I was like, oh, I was because
That reminds
every
me-
emo band had to have like song names and band names that were 45 words long at the time.
Yeah. That reminds it's like the level of like emo drama. It reminds me of when our friend Alex brought on their poem Black Dahlia about like a goth ballerina who got hanged or something. And I was
Yeah.
like, this is the most like melodramatic emo shit I've ever read. Like this has like that same tone.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like
Um,
song,
okay.
boyfriend, poem, girlfriend.
Speaking of tone and judging tone, Phil, do you think that Graceless by Requiem for a Shattered Soul is horny, sad, or just plain bad?
If you say horny, it's going to get twice as sinister as it was before.
No,
Please, please,
I
please.
would say that while I think it's bad because I don't like, for one, the audio quality, and for two, just the nature of the song, I'd say sad is ultimately the most apt word of the three.
I would have to agree. I think that this song is sad, and I do think the context makes it also just plain bad. But I think it's mostly sad. I don't think that the composition and even like your balancing is as bad as you think it is. I mean,
That's
you
pretty.
should.
I mean, Leela will tell you. Like that's pretty
I'll
good
take that
praise.
I'll take
I
that
will,
praise.
and I mean, maybe you should go re-listen to Lil Lily if you want to hear about bad balancing.
I think you should listen to Lil Lily anytime you feel even a little bit sad. Pop on Lil Lily; she'll save the day. Don't listen to the episode because the episode's sad.
Yeah, but the just plain badness is only coming from the context that this comes from, because I think it's not just sad. I think it's also bad.
Oh, yeah,
The
it was
context is bad.
malicious to say the least.
No, boringly sinister, not malicious.
A step down from malicious.
Yes. What about you, Greer? Do you think this is horny, sad, or just plain bad?
Yeah. I was mulling this over. I think there's a level of horny here.
Really?
No.
Okay.
I do because obviously still on Phil, like 20-year-old Phil's mind. Whether it be like
But she's just another girl. She's faceless.
yeah, she sure was. Yeah.
It's
Ultimately
extra funny because I'm asexual now.
Yeah, I was thinking that
ultimately
too.
sad.
I was thinking that too, Phil, when you said that, Greer, because I wonder if Greer and I have the same problem. Where I have been known on this show to ascribe horniness to other people's writing that is not present because I'm an extremely sexual person.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely didn't know that.
I mean, like
but-
when I was 20, there was an element of horniness, but like it's just not there anymore.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. This is really hard. I think that the just plain bad comes from a place of sad.
Yes, I
That's-
agree.
But
Yeah, that's
it
kinda
is
where
like really bad.
The context is truly terrible.
But
Like,
I think I'm going sad.
if I could go back in time and kick myself in the nuts and stop myself from doing it, I'd love to do that. Because
Well-
I didn't ruin, but I made this girl's life like just a bit more hellish for 4 years of her life for no good reason.
I'm like sad for her, but I'm also sad for you because you were like preventing yourself from having like earnest friendships and stuff, and like also from self-reflecting. Like the people we used to be should make us a little bit sad because that's why we change.
Yeah, I mean, it's the literally the whole reason for the outro tag of this show.
So true. That is a really good point. I read this book one time called Graceless. But it was like a YA fantasy, and it's like every child is born with a magical power that we call a grace until this girl, our protagonist, wasn't.
The old reverse Mary Sue.
I think it's a good, if I remember correctly, I think it's a good book by Kristen Keshore. If anyone wants to give that, wait, maybe it's called Graceling. Wait, now I think I remember. Wrong. Maybe she did have a grace, and it was she was a Graceling.
She had the grace.
Guys, I've been having a really hard time with my mental library lately. Like, I think that I'm starting to have too many books in my head, because at book club last week, I was like recommending a book, and I realized halfway through that I was recommending the wrong book, and I like meant this other book, and then I looked them up and I read both of them last year. So it's not like it was like 20 years ago. I've read some books 20 years ago that I remember, but anyway, I think I might need to start a diary or something of the books I read.
Yeah, couldn't hurt. A little blurb, self blurb.
Anything left to say about Graceless by Requiem for a Shattered Soul? I can't say it without laughing. It's so dramatic.
Eventually, at a certain point in my later 20s, I did decide that my band name should be Overnight Legacy, which is a little less cringy, but
I like that one. What does that mean, or does it not really mean anything?
No, it doesn't mean anything. Just Overnight Legacy. It just sounded cool together.
Yeah, I like that one a lot better, actually.
Yeah, but anyway, and then of course, so that was what I started calling all my rock band names whenever I would play the game.
Oh yeah.
So. Yeah, but no, yeah, absolutely. Requiem for a Shattered Soul, terrible band name. I guess if to any young men in the any young straight men in the 18 to 22 year age range,
Leela, do you think there are even one of those listening?
Probably.
Maybe there's one.
Maybe there's one. Hey,
if you are
John,
there, I want to let you know.
I'm talking to you.
It's not that serious. It's okay.
Yeah.
There will be tomorrows where you're like, this is silly. And the sooner you realize that, the better off the rest of your life is going to be.
Also, something that I think everyone could stand to remember at every single point in your life is that the person you are attracted to right now is not the only person. There are so many people. And if you get dumped, there are more people for you to love who will love you. And it's going to be okay. There are more people to love you in the world than the people you have right this second. Okay. I just want everyone to remember that all the time. Let go of that crush who's not interested and find your wife.
Yeah, be like Elsa.
There you go.
Let it go.
Let it go. Well, can you please, Phil, remind the listeners where they can catch your podcast?
So the loading screen can be found anywhere pods are cast, I believe. I don't know if I got the Podchaser link working. I kept trying to click that one and it kept kicking it back. So I don't know if that one's still not working. But other than Podchaser, for sure, it's everywhere else. I would recommend listening to it however you can. The pilot is already, well, I guess by the time this comes out, the pilot will be out. There's an episode where we talk about the legacy of Pokemon. And then, like I said, Tina's world building episode will be out as well at this point. And next week we'll be talking about when is a sandbox too big. So definitely a conversation you don't want to miss.
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah, if you like video games, or if you just like hearing nerds be passionate about stuff, well worth a listen.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really excited for this show. I think you guys are going to cover some really interesting subject matter. And also, if you want to talk to Phil, he hangs out a lot in the Discord server. So for $1 a month, you can join our Patreon, join our Discord server. Phil hangs out there. Phil does a lot in our server, actually. Phil, do you want to talk a little bit about the bracket?
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, we just wrapped up, as of recording this, we just wrapped up the one that you guys endorsed, which was the best bisexual awakening movie of the turn of the millennium.
Yeah, we're actually going to not this is just an accident, but if we're actually covering so the winner was
Pirates of the Caribbean by a country mile.
Yeah, surprise,
Nice.
everyone. Pirates won. I thought so stupid, obviously. So me and Leela we're gonna cover that on the bonus show for our June bonus episode because it's Pride Month and we're gonna talk about queer awakening in movies and the OG Pirates of the Caribbean. So please check that. Please sign up for our Patreon $5 a month tier. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but come say hi to me or come roast me. I promise, I'm cool with that.
Well, he hosts monthly brackets about like kind of whatever subject matter we want to.
Yeah, I've got a team working with me, and they each month, one of the four of them gets to pick what the theme is. So we kind of just rotate. This month we're doing best unconventional pet.
And I'm loving it.
So fun.
I'm loving it. Yeah, I'm just sometimes I like think really hard. I'm like, let me evaluate. And then sometimes I'm just like, Goose, follow my heart, Goose. That's so stupid.
And then if you want to hate yourself and the world, there is a now defunct podcast I was on called The Unsociablists, which is politics, and everything's awful. That's why I realized that I just can't keep saying everything's awful for 2 hours straight, each episode. So I'm like, I'm good.
Well, I loved the episode I came on where we talked about library socialism. Like if everything in the world operated like a library would be awesome.
Yeah, and that's honestly, we covered it pretty well there. Honestly, there's a podcast called Seriously Wrong that originated the idea, and they cover it even better because it was their idea.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
I'd recommend. So don't listen to The Unsociablists. I mean, maybe listen to Tina's episode because it's a good episode, but go listen to Seriously Wrong because the Wrong Boys are much better leftist, introspective podcasters than we ever were.
Also in our Discord server, this isn't for a long time, but Phil is going to help me write our Deus Ex Murderer, which comes around in October. So I'm excited for that because I need help.
Yeah, no, you were getting in over your head, and it's understandable.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much to the both of you for coming on the show.
Thanks for having us. This was very fun to reflect and be like, oh, thank God I'm not that guy anymore. Jesus Christ.
Dude,
exactly.
Tell me about it.
We got some cool tunes out of it too.
Yeah.
If you ignore the lyrics, I guess if you ignore the lyrics, there's elements of it that are definitely a bop.
Yeah.
Just let the lyrics wash over you.
The lyrics
just
are
listen
also
to the music.
fine without the context,
Yes.
I don't know. Even without the context, they're a little bit on the aggressive side.
They are, but boys getting dumped, it's like, sure, they wrote an emo
And again,
song
I mean,
about it.
look at the pop punk of the early 2000s.
Exactly.
That's just kind of how everyone was saying stupid shit like that.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty par for the course.
How high can we turn this drama meter?
Yeah, exactly. Well, that is it for Burn Before Reading.
Until next week, remember,
your cringe is part of you.
But don't worry, it's just a faceless part of your past.
Thanks for listening to Burn Before Reading.
Created by me, Christina Kahn.
Hosted and produced by Christina Kahn and me, Leela Hilton.
Logo designed by Michael Hardison. Follow him on Instagram at RoyGBivRVA or check out his work at wildlingpress.com.
Theme music by Sakura Wishes.
Find me online at tbr.tinabreading on Instagram.
Find me at Leels for Reels on Instagram.
Join us on Patreon for access to our Discord server, monthly bonus episodes, and other fun stuff.
Find video recordings of most of our episodes on YouTube at Burn Before Reading. Follow the podcast on Instagram at Burn Before Pod or email us at burnbeforepod@gmail.com.
Thanks for listening, friends.
See you next time.